don't care what anyone says, the family in Kafka's Metamorphosis is not toxic. For those of you who don't know, the Metamorphosis is a book about a guy who turns into an insect, and his initial worry is the fact that he'll be late to work. Today in my book club we discussed this book, and everyone in my book club kept talking about how it's the external circumstances that led to Gregor's metamorphosis. His job was dehumanizing him, his family was toxic, and he was living in an era where he had no choice but just to accept these external difficulties. However, only focusing on these externalities misses an important point in the story. Before turning into an insect, Gregor was the breadwinner of the family and everyone depended on him. But as soon as he turned into an insect, everyone was forced to take care of themselves, and in doing that they got autonomy, self-respect and joy back in their life. So even though Gregor sacrificed himself for his family, in doing so he took something important away from them, the incentive to take their lives in their own hands. A lot of people say Gregor's family was toxic because they forced him to take care of them. They were angry, violent and unkind. But maybe Gregor over-sacrificing himself actually ruined them. And in turn, if he had stood up for himself and refused to sacrifice themselves, maybe they wouldn't have had to sacrifice themselves, and maybe they would have been happier all along, and no one would have had to go through this metamorphosis. And I wonder if not many self-sacrificing, caring souls make the same mistake and make the lives of those around them worse because of it, because they're sacrificing themselves to a point that is not necessary or even for the good of those they are trying to help. This is of course a very simplified analysis for a very complex story. If you agree or think I'm off by a mile, please leave a comment below and I'd love to discuss.